Astronomy and astrophotography is a practice that is a slave to weather and seeing conditions. You can actually get away with not having great seeing, but if the weather is cloudy or rainy, there is no choice. We are forced to wait for better conditions. And oftentimes that wait can seem like forever. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to West Virginia Astronomy. Jonathan here, and I wanted to do a little video on exactly how I go about picking the targets that I shoot in the night sky and how I go about planning my next image session and all that. There's a lot that goes into it to really do it right, and you always want to try to plan ahead of what you're going to shoot, so you're not just standing out there at night and trying to figure it out then. Our time under clear skies are very valuable, and that's really the leading factor in this hobby, is whether you have a clear sky or not, so we don't want to waste those. And so I'm going to show you how I go about just, you know, everything it takes to really plan a good image session. So stick around and join me as I plan my next night of astrophotography. Alright guys, first things first, we want to check and see what the weather's going to look like. So I like to pull out my phone here, and I will go to, so I go to my phone here and I scroll over to my Clear Out Sky app, and I like to check the weather for my location here. Now, as you can see, there's clouds that start to come in around, this is Monday the 10th here, and the clouds start to come in around, right around dark time, and you can see the moon. There's no moon. It would actually be a great night for imaging if there wasn't so many clouds. So we're not going to set up tonight. That tells us, you know, that the weather's no good tonight, so we're going to just scroll down. We see it's no good tomorrow night. Now Wednesday night, now that looks like the night that we want to do. So now we go out of here, and I like to double check, and I go here to my weather app here, and I go down here to Wednesday. We will check and see what this says. Okay, Monday night, let's go here to Wednesday. Wednesday day, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 61, winds north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday night, clear to partly cloudy. So low 37, winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Humidity at 60%. The moonrise doesn't come up till 6:47 a.m. So we can see that it sets at 9:23 p.m. So we're actually good all night there with no moon. And now that gives us our day, that gives us Wednesday night, so we know we have now until Wednesday to figure out exactly what we want to shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this book here. I'll show you guys this book that I use first to see what targets are best in the night sky for tonight. So okay guys, this is a book that I purchased, and it is by Ruben Kier. I think that's how you say his name, and it is titled The 100 Best Astrophotography Targets, a monthly guide for CCD imaging with amateur telescopes. And this is a really great book. I found this on Amazon, and I think it was about 50 bucks, and it's worth every penny. I use it all the time. So what I do first, I open this book, and you can see here on the pages, it's got different targets here for different days of the year. So you got February 6th here, and this tells you, I think it's based on how long the target stays in the sky. That's how they determine the best night for that particular target. Is when it gets dark, it's already above the horizon and it stays in the sky all night long. It doesn't set. I think that's how they kind of base these. So we'll scroll down here to, we'll go over to May 10th. And this is just kind of a roundabout telling you that you can shoot this on this night. Okay, so we don't have a May 6th or a May 10th. We got May 6th and then May 11th. So we could go over here. This says the Silver Needle Galaxy, May 11th. So that's designation NGC 4244. Other names Caldwell 26. So that seems pretty interesting. It says imaging. The Silver Needle Galaxy has a length of 16 arc minutes and thus can be framed nicely with a field of view between 20 and 40 arc minutes. Although the Silver Needle's magnitude of 10.2 may seem out of reach for small telescopes, the edge-on orientation concentrates its light onto a thin, long sliver. So, I mean, it might not be the best target for us to shoot. I'm shooting with the William Optics Zenithstar 81, so it will be very small in my field of view. This is more for a long focal length scope, so a lot of these galaxies in galaxy season are for longer focal lengths. We could go on here to May 11th and we see here M106. We could choose to shoot that, which I have already shot in it. I've already chose to shoot this earlier this year, so I'm going to go on here, and here is the Blow Dryer Galaxy. I've already shot that. I've already shot Markarium's Chain. I've already shot the Needle Galaxy. So basically, I've shot, this is one that we haven't shot here, so this is the Sombrero Galaxy. I shot this a little bit last year, and I didn't get the best image. It was really small, and I have a longer focal length scope now, so I think we can probably plan to shoot this on Friday night. So okay guys, here we are. On the computer, I have opened the Stellarium software, and it is, you can see here, it's a free software. I have just opened it here and have it to the correct day and the time here for Wednesday night. So this is facing west as the sun is setting. You can see here. We got Mars up here, and if we go over here, we can click deep sky objects, and that highlights anything that would be of interest to me, imaging deep sky objects. So we want to turn that on, and we're going to go ahead, and as you fast forward time here, you can see that it gets darker, and here it is, completely dark. And all of these great targets here are setting, so we know we can't look here for any targets, and so we want to look to the east here, and this is where everything rises, east, southeast, and you can see this is at 9:39 here, and if we fast forward a little bit, you can see everything rising here. And this is actually the core of the Milky Way here. It's going to be rising right here at midnight. Here it is at midnight, and 1 o'clock. We'll stop it at 1 o'clock in the morning. That should be high enough out there where it clears the tree line outside. It would be nice if I had a real view here of what it looked like outside at my house. I don't know if I could maybe email the Stellarium guys and see if they could put an image of that. I know Astro Backyard did something like that, and he actually has his own backyard displayed on here, so that would be kind of nice if I could figure out how to do that. If any of you guys know how to do that, please leave a comment and let me know about it, because that would be really cool. But anyway, back on track here. We could see that the Milky Way is coming up, and if we zoom in here, we can see all these targets here, and we really have a lot of choices here. Now, the downfall of shooting these targets right now is because it's going to be so low on the horizon that you're shooting through a lot more atmosphere and turbulence in the air. And I mean, if you think about it, straight up is, you have less atmosphere distortion and all that. You can get a cleaner image if you shoot stuff closer to, up here in the meridian or the zenith. So, but you can zoom in here, and I actually have programmed here. It will show my camera sensor, so I can kind of see the field of view through my camera here. And you can type in, I've looked up this information, so I know what my camera sensor size and pixel scale and all that is. So now if we go in here, we can zoom in here and see that we can frame up a lot of targets pretty nicely here in this field of view. We have the Trifid Nebula here, and Webb's Cross. We have the Lagoon Nebula. But so let's go ahead and look back at, we're going to rewind this back to right when it's getting dark here. Okay, so this is going to be around the time that we're going to be heading outside. So the book told us the Sombrero Galaxy. So let's go ahead and look that up. We go up here to the search window, and we can type in Sombrero Galaxy, and it takes us to it. So how I said it's best to shoot a target that's right above you. Here it is. You can see it here. And let's see what the field of view is going to look like. So we can actually get a pretty decent wide field shot of that. But there's a lot of, if I remember correctly, this was a target that was like super hard to get any kind of details. It's really small. It looks really cool through a really long focal length, but I'm thinking maybe we won't shoot this. So we're just going to kind of look around here at some different target choices. I know let's check this other, I've heard the Black Eye Galaxy is a pretty good choice right now. Okay, we type in the Black Eye Galaxy, and let's see our field of view there. So we could get a pretty decent image of this galaxy here. And so I'm thinking we might shoot that for the first beginning of the night here. M64. And we will shoot that until, so this is at 10:01 p.m. Okay, so at 10 o'clock I could be out there and I image that galaxy. You can see here how high in the sky it is. So it's actually pretty perfect. And as we go, push fast forward here, we can shoot this galaxy all the way until 1 o'clock. We can change targets and move on to something here in Sagittarius. We have the North American Nebula here, the Pelican Nebula, we got the North American Nebula, which I'm pretty sure through this focal length my main focus would be on the Cygnus wall here. But I'm thinking of the Trifid Nebula probably. I have an app called PhotoPills here, and when you first open it up here, you'll see a planner, moon, sun, exposure, and all that. So we're gonna click on the planner here, and down here at the bottom it's got some selections here. We're gonna click on nighttime AR, and as you can see here, what that does, that gives you a augmented reality of the night sky. And you can see here that this says 5:14 a.m. on 4/27. We're gonna change it to now. Okay, 5:11. Okay, 5:12. Okay, here we are on the 12th, and you can see the Milky Way core rising above that tree right over there. So our target is going to be, let's see where Cygnus is. It looks like it's going to be above the tree line around 1:35 a.m. But the Trifid Nebula will probably be able to start imaging it at around 12:45, 1 o'clock. So we might be better off just to shoot the Trifid Nebula. I don't know, about 1 o'clock. Okay, so that's a pretty cool little trick, but I always like to use that just to kind of see, and we can also maybe use this to get maybe a Milky Way shot above the building there with the Milky Way going across. You can see, I don't know, we got some choices here, so I just thought that was a neat little trick I wanted to show you guys.